eat the meat, leave the bones. Like, take the good things from that scenario, like the sales call I was shadowing earlier today. I can take the good things and then just drop the bad things. So you guys should always be humble and always understand that you can learn something from everyone, regardless of who it is. What is up, YouTube? We are back with another video. It actually feels like it's been so long since I've been on the camera, but it's good to be back, and I'm going to be, like I said in previous videos, trying to be uploading as much as possible, even though I am, like, here, I'm just going to take this off, working full time, of course, with this new role, but kind of related to that, you guys got to keep your learner's cap on and see through the lens of everything's a lesson. So you really can't lose with this lens, because your losses or any mistakes that you make are going to be reflected to you as a lesson. So it's either that or you win. You don't win, you learn something. But really, just a specific experience, and I was actually having this today, is we were like shadowing some sales calls with other people at the company, and absolutely nothing wrong with the company. However, I was just like noticing some things here and there, and like it's just like really good, guys, to observe others and how they live, how they operate, how they go through some sort of process that your intention is to either replicate or take it and make it your own. It's just like super healthy to do that, and you guys should always be having that lens on in whatever situation. So for this one in particular, it was a sales call, and I was thinking to myself, like, ooh, like he could have gotten like the number, or like he could have confirmed the email address, or he could have confirmed maybe a time that it would be good to call back, maybe like next week or maybe in the new year. Just like little things like this, I was like jotting down, like thinking to myself and processing, like when I'm doing these calls, like I'm not necessarily gonna like completely replicate this guy and what he's doing, but I'm going to go above that as I can see in my head the type of call that I want to have and what the input is going to be and how I should fabricate and create that conversation to get it to there. And I'm going to analyze very harshly, guys. Like, do not hold back. Obviously, don't say anything offensive, but you should, when you're in that situation, when you're being analyzed, you should invite criticism. And some people don't necessarily want that criticism, so you have to make sure it's understood that it is solicited. Because I honestly, it bothers me, it bothers everyone. It's just human nature when someone tries to tell you how to do something and you think you're doing like completely fine. You don't think you're messing up at all. It just makes no sense, right? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But really, on this topic, guys, like, you should always have the learner's cap on. You should always be trying to learn something from someone, regardless of whether it's a positive or a negative experience or process that you're going through. Another example, I was going on a run with multiple people. These run clubs are a thing. There was one individual who was like kind of our friend group, and she was like really struggling to keep up. And I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, like, I don't know if like I really want to, like, maybe this sounds harsh, but like my wife, my future like spouse, like, I feel like she needs to be athletic, like I can't live this lifestyle. Like, our lifestyles like wouldn't match, and I wouldn't be happy if like my future spouse was in just like such horrible shape. Now, that's just like in a general sense. That's obviously not saying if there's a particular injury or like a specific condition for temporary time, but like I pray that health is prioritized in my future spouse's mind, just for a general sense and guideline there. But what did I learn, right? Like, I had the learner's cap on, and I was analyzing harshly and internally thinking to myself, like, okay, like, I'm observing A, so when B occurs, I need to make sure C is in check. So you guys should always, like, and it's really fun, like, when you see the world this way and you can observe, like, okay, like, that's great, but like appreciate it for what it is, but then think about how it applies to your current situation or the people around you's situation. How can you emulate the good things about that? And really, another way to think about this is like, eat the meat, leave the bones. Like, take the good things from that scenario, like the sales call I was shadowing earlier today. I can take the good things and then just drop the bad things. So you guys should always be humble and always understand that you can learn something from everyone, regardless of who it is. When the problem occurs, it's when you're like learning too much of the same thing. Like, you don't want it to be repetitive. Like, you want to get exposure to different things. That's why I actually really love the new Muay Thai gym I've joined. I really enjoy like getting to spar with like a variety of different people and working with different partners. Like, I'm never choosing like the same one every time. I just want to learn how different people move, you know, like test, like, okay, like, you know, this guy responds to this way, and, you know, you're just taking in more data and you're creating more data points for yourself to work off of. So you guys should always be excited to get more data, but stay in there, man. I'm rooting for you guys. I think that's going to be it for the video. In other news, I did get a tattoo right here. It is to commemorate my late Krav Maga coach, Molotov Mitchell. It means stay dangerous, and there's some red lining. It's actually written in Hebrew. It means stay dangerous, as this was the phrase that caught on as kind of, you know, his coined thing. When he would say bye to people or sign off his emails, he would say, hey, stay dangerous. We said it to each other, and, you know, everyone at the gym would say it to each other. So, you know, he's no longer with us. He's in a better place right now, but this is to commemorate him, as it very much caught on. The red, I really like it because it's a reminder of the blood that was shed in that gym. And yeah, guys, I mean, I want to make another video on getting tatted, but like, have a reason to go out there, take risks, and while you're going out there and taking these risks and living this, you know, beautiful life that we have for however long we have it, you know, it's going to go by like that, but always be learning from someone else. And with that, I'm going to end the video. Take care, guys. Peace.